Tongmano was sent a beam. Now, wait, dear, one queno, mensi polling stations. Nemo or they are to online. Ghana this year beer and Coresa Batongmano, ni din ewumu ebi. Ne free china e kosi memne dasono. Se okoshe udin na nsachebi wo ho na se nsachebi timi koso a wo de ene se ubetimi ene Electoral Commission edin komo na wo matimi yan nsachebi no ede ama wo. Now, chese, se si ano or short code bia Ghana for betimi abo ewo mfun so na wa check say ampa baton mano ni din ewumu ti ya Ghana this year na wo he nwumre ya easy chese wo be dial star 711 star 51 hash star 711 star 51 hash obo sa short code ya ebe mo akwanya na wa hwe se abato nwuma no udin egumu ana se udin enimu ana omo website eno eye ec.gov.gh ec.gov.gh ehonso betimi akọ website ho na akọ esa abato nwuma no udin ewumu ebi na chese dwumadi a wodi no ehase echina Tuesday 15th October na akona wieye Saturday 19th October ese hwase china memne da na be kọ na wieye enti Ghana de hye be so bia emo short code ya na se onko online no nko esa bato nwuma no ni din mbu okra ba bia ono na bia ni din akodi ba bi fro isi chese okọ hwe na odin akodi ba bi fro a yoma so tre o me sansa kire no so e de ama o om chese se ohun fom so bia obekom district office na okọ yi mpanifa so tre no ma esa nsache no de ama na mu film me da akọ no obetimi akọ online akọ he details but film me da akọ no de untimi nye changes bia emfa ho biem di Ghana de hye enkra to kakra easy e de aba eno no
Iyetua kase bono eso na mimi nde twam ya October bosome no ne da na etoso dumienu enkran hanom se yante asemde brono bako a ye friend say East Legon akwanhie bi esi wo ho eye Zani Ashi Street na apolice for aye akwanhie mu enhwehwemu ammo de krata ababonten na enhwehwemu omaye no omode ababeto dwa se akwanhie na esi ye no enipa mienu ene femu ehwere mu enkwa na nipa no mususu se na o twika no ka na wode kobo de na edi nanim de mu ema ejato mu no suspect no eye Salifu Amuako na omo ede ababeto dwa se ne de nipa bia na eka ne ho wode ka ne mu no nyame adom omo nyomuti edidi mu na emom no ka na wodrimi ka tentem so ede kobo ni de mu no ejato mu no eno ena emu nipa mienu afemu ahwere mo nkwa womo anyame adom omunye omutididu mu no apolisifoɔ kyerɛ omuguso a eje ayahwe nipa ba akokora de nyame adom omo ayi no afri aspiti na sese no omode aba beto dwa se emu mienu na omo hwere mo nkwa no omo ede akwa akopie mu ewo emukura bia enche bia eno nso ombeye mu enhwehwemu na omode ho nsɛm ni nyina aba omode ya akosronko kwa ama ebusua omade hye fa asa akwanhye yi mu ehwere mo enkwa
na yedemo eko NPP amanyuko no emo no pani otu franka ma NPP afia bato no His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Baumia na ode ato His Excellency John Dramani Mahama onzo gina ma NDC se ode ato nanim se wono abedi mampani pen ewo maimu de mfie na obe mampani no enhye a ode baaye ema eboa Ghanafo no onfa ba akudin ento edwa na yenti nsema Dr. Mahmoud Bamia ode tu dwa
dieba na obe ye mi bisano se obetina Ghana mampani no dieba nhihye na ode be Ghanafo nhihye ba ko ombodi di de ode baaye eboa Ghanafo waya vice president waya president ka nhihye ba ko pe ode aba Ghana eya confirm na anasa ye dumso nhyehyɛ baako pɛ ontumi mbɔ so yɛkaa sɛ yɛde free SHS ɛba Ghana ɔmampanyin dada kaa sɛ yɛmba so yɛdaadaa Ghanafoɔ ɛyɛ 419 yɛnkɔdaa baako 5.7 million children across free senior high school. One ambulance ɛba ɔsi yɛntumi nyɛ yɛkaa no yɛayɛ yɛkaa sɛ yɛde agenda 111 ɛba ɔsi yɛntumi nyɛ yɛkaa no yɛayɛ yɛkaa sɛ yɛde Ghana card ɛba ɔsi yɛntumi nyɛ yɛkaa no yɛayɛ yɛsi yɛde digital address system ɛba ɔsi yɛntumi nyɛ yɛkaa no yɛayɛ yɛsi yɛde mobile money interoperability ɛba Ghana ɔsi yɛntumi nyɛ yɛkaa no yɛayɛ. Come on. Nano ɔbɛgyina ha ɔsi sunyaman mɔmɔnto aba ma ampipibiam na ahokyerɛ aba ɛnyɛ saa na ɔkae montie ɛnɛ Ghana ha sunyami dɔm ɛnkyɛn ne yɛgya na anamɛboa ɛnneɛma a yɛkra ɛde firi Canada ɛnneɛma a yɛkra firi Paris ɛnneɛma a yɛkra firi America yɛkra firi UK Australia ne nyinaa ɛfa Ghana Port and Harbour Authority under Dramani Mahama tema Port and Harbour watɔn ade ama bronini ɛno ntina nneɛma ɛfa Port and Harbour hɔ ne yie ayɛ den tɔbɔi na sɛ wotɔn port deɛ a ɛkyerɛ sɛ watɔn yɛ daakye yɛkaa sɛ yɛkɔ akɔgye port ne back no ɔmo se ɔmbɛgye yɛ $21 billion a sɛ tɔbɔi saa $21 billion no sɛ yɛkyɛ ama Ghana ni biara ɛsɛ sɛ Ghana ni biara kɔtua quantity sika no $1 billion ansa na yɛtema gye Ghana tema port no ebiem.
Etututu obi akoso ewo mama obi bro no ba kwa ewo nkraimantem hanom sei na mapanyi dada John Dramani Mahama wotu franka ma NDC amanyoko akasafa ho omo echire mo omo susu se eye MPP echitafo obi eno mututu tuo no call NDC echitafo so na mapanyi dada John Dramani Mahama echire ma kwa MPP amanyoko no ebi mu eye niema boni wom efom ho di na wode de ekọ so wo ayawa so West Legon de no kra ye mfato ho a wo kire mu se besi ne wo mu ana omo nsa ehye se tututu na se nyina agusua na mbo free a ye nya omo hwe nto so obesere se de ekọ no eni enyan Ghana de hye ye ngina ho ne yenkasem.
I saw what happened the other day in Mamobi, and I hear it was the result of health walks. The two opposing parties were holding health walks or something, and then there was a clash somewhere. But even if there was a clash, I mean, maybe it might not have led to the loss of lives. But people had weapons, and they fired shots and injured people. The reason why this continues is because there's impunity. Those who have those weapons know that nothing will happen to them. They will do it and get away with it because they are operatives of the system. They are people who belong to the political establishment. I saw one clear picture of one of them holding his pistol. Just watch, nothing will happen to them. And as long as nothing happens to them, it will continue. And that's why often I say that the moral voice of society must be heard. And the moral voice of society resides in our chiefs, our religious leaders, our civil society organizations. It's not that these people are not known. The people are known. The society knows those who fired those shots and injured those people. But again, like Ayawaso West Legon, even if a commission of inquiry is set and says these people should be dealt with, government won't deal with them. And as long as that government doesn't deal with them, others will be emboldened to do the same thing. And so I feel a bit helpless about it. The point is, we are peace-loving, but it gets to a time when people must defend themselves. And if this continues, a time will come, others would also arm themselves with guns, and it will become a shootout. When it becomes a shootout, more people will be killed. In this case, the shooting was in one direction. And so all those who were injured were on one side. But like I'm saying, if impunity develops and it continues, a time will come, people will realize that the state cannot protect them. And when people realize the state cannot protect them, then they take measures to defend themselves. And when that happens, we really would have a bloodbath. And so this is the time for all of us to speak out. Those who were identified to have shot people, were armed, should be arrested and dealt with by the law. If people know that you'll be arrested and dealt with by the law, they will refrain from doing what they do.
Na ye ko mrasibi dwani de ma de share wo Cratchit West utimantam no onumunyanfo Helen Adwoa entoso ochese NDC abanya 2025 eba no wo mo ba wo de share a ebe bua ma Ghana fo ho atomo na eba NDC nkote ska no sombo $58 million emfa nkotu amna honim faso ema Ghana de share.
When the people are hungry, among for aduane a wo be dikra wo nya bi ene, then you are thinking about building a cathedral. Wo mo di Ghana sika nyafo ene wo di nyame sika nso aka ho nti wo hya nyame bo se wo ba be sin cathedral na wadi Ghana fo sika na wakodi nyame sika nso aka ho wadi sika no na hole ene da ho na nsu abeto na ayema na nkrofo ede amanone wo mo de having fun with it. Say Ghana Cathedral a swimming pool. We have to look at the welfare of the people of this country first. Building the house for God is not a bad thing. But when you take the money and chop the money, this kind of nyafo. Yeah, bad. The welfare of the people is paramount. Ye shena say dia nsehia ye de beba na amafo ho beto woma. Then you can think of building a cathedral. You don't think of building a cathedral when people are suffering. If somebody says Semikosi cathedral, I wouldn't condemn it. But what I'm condemning is that you take the people's money and you spend the people's money. What disikano? Amana kekene oho. So you cannot justify the use of 58 million Ghana cedis as a sofo. Then you go around telling lies to the people. Justifying the use of 58 million. We'll look at the welfare of Ghanaians first, and stand up we think of if there's the need for us to continue with that cathedral when they have demolished a lot of houses over there.
Iyeko Gomwa East mensinimu ewo emfimfi mantemu na eye budumburam ewie ya eninya ntie se contractor eye kaswa wini bakwan no wo ye adwuma wo so no opai ebo ene amakwa kofa oyene aba enipa afemu ahro mo nkwane o mo mepepa ne nyasem kuma na ye ne adehye ni bi etwetwe nkomo mo kasa ebufuo so se contractor no mo de subo bebo ne sanse ansa na wo pai bodo enya de obo obia enkaye.
Ya ufie ani ya tse adna blase eti medeo eti adna gugugugu ana mo sorry kono wa ye nti aye je mi kai akono ani ya bato se akono ya wa etum ani ya bo wura amrani ho ya kwa ya challenge funi bi no wo cha amrani ani yiso wo mu ya no pie eti ya no pie wie no ani ya kakare wo mo bi amfan san kan ba ti ndu anyi fie oyiko na nan because na nan so ne beda no see ato no nkola da 60 he o mo na utuma ba ye bi kwan no so meya o che ye hwe tina o mo blasa bobana o mo ka che so ye ba blasa bobana be time we say na nyina ya adwani akose pa so adna de ni de o mo ka fi anche obia o mo na announcement o mo nya fi ya be tell say gugugugu na tere abobana nyina de ablasti mimi sister we tiba fight sister mimi ka tell on the hospital I send go to hospital sister emoje gu anu mo no medo ko na ko moje gu pa oyonko nipa moje gu a emba so obi aba report ya bi oto ba be ye oba be repair ni TV but one ma o repair on ka bibi je ma enu aso ma blast ya abu be free so e be boni ni ka se nya ye go da wan ka je gu a entimu kan je o mo na je o mo ye no o mo nya ni ye because bibi nya e so mo ka te ye nya ye pro contractor ni se on license contractor no to me mbo anya because kwan no ya ni ehun so efi akoti be na watutu kwan mu ye ehun so breku watum watula braka sika no open wanya wie abani license ni bi contractor ni se anye pa contractor we ya ni be tia ya mo kuro we
Ebu akwa a day before. And on my notice me are there chiswa almost time back. People are not pa. Yabeyo. A cabe 1 and 2 hours more Maya. Almost about the catch ray.
Na ye kopeni nkesi a no ana kuku board adwuma no odano Ora Joseph Boahin Edu openi ene senchofo di nkomo ene na openi nkesi ndi atudwa ache se efi 2017 a obaye watimi de nhye bibire aba aboa amakuayo etumpon na ekonanimu ewo my Ghana.
We inherited an aggravated form of cocoa swelling shoot virus disease situation in the country, putting productivity of farms, the future and sustainability of the industry in jeopardy. World market price had plummeted from around $3,000 in 2016, the $3,000 per ton, to $2,000 per ton. Cocoa farmers had lost interest, and swathes of cocoa farms were being converted to cashew in the Brongahafo region and to rubber in the eastern region, whilst illegal mining was also about to explode. And the forward-looking current crop of cocoa board management and staff who are well acquainted with innovations and determination have reversed the situation and turned the industry around from retrogression to transformation. Initiative of rehabilitation is a compensation-based approach, providing 1,000 Ghana cedis stipend each to farmers and same to landlords with tenanted farmland to help them cope with loss in their sources of income during the replanting phase of the project. Apart from the compensation, the entire cost of rehabilitation is borne by Cocoa Board and involves the following activities: cutting of the diseased trees and unproductive farms using chainsaw machines, and then applying arboricides, that's the annihilation, and replanting with hybrid cocoa seedlings. Planting of plantain suckers to provide temporary shade for the young cocoa plants, applying fertilizers and then poultry manure to enhance the growth and maturity of the young cocoa plants, controlling pests and parasitic plants such as maize turtles, and then maintaining the farms for a minimum of 2 years at no cost to the farmer. The implementation of this transformative project for the cocoa industry has led to successful treatment of disease and moribund farms, revitalizing productivity and improving farmer livelihoods. So far,
His Excellency Professor Mohammed Bel Hussein Wano NAA Commissioner for Education, Science, Technology and Innovation Ewo Ebibiman Kabum Kwaye friend say AU no penny wane na bedwafo aba Dr. Ya Wosei Educhum Swafo Hwenwumesua so enchen ensrahwe ene no aba bedi nkomo afa TVET eho hawo ne kwan a ombetimi etu nimpon.
We don't pay enough attention to TVET issues. We focus, probably rightly, on primary education because you know better than I know the challenges in our continent in general. But still, this TVET has been neglected, families neglected, communities neglected, and even the decision-making processes somehow neglected it so far. And we are very happy when we find a government which is willing to give it priority and which takes steps to make it, to shed the light on the issues, because we will not develop in our continent without really developing TVET at all levels, from the basic skills to the most sophisticated and innovative and new skills that are emerging with the development of artificial intelligence, the development of digital tools and digital methods, and so on and so forth.
It's amazing to see, even in a post-COVID era with limited resources, we are building new TVET schools. But the idea that we build state-of-the-line TVET schools, and then existing schools, we are equipping them with top-of-the-line tools, so that a TVET school in Ghana will not be different from that you see in the UK or in any other country for that matter. A new school that we are building has everything that you want to see in any school. There are a few of them here. And you can see that, this is a new TVET school, and it came with all the equipment that you need to have in order to learn that specific trade. And so you can see that we're taking TVET seriously. This is a new school, but the existing schools whose labs has been changed and retooled with support from Austria, from different countries, we are really giving TVET a strong priority.
Ebusiafo yebegina hanoma home kase wono so yeba ye de nkomotwetwe no beto aso abato komisa e de atodwase nyame ya adoma ekina eko nefu anan no mudi esi honom abato ngoma no omo de beto abe fontain time so se de be obia betimi ahwem ehunu nia eko na mfum so obi wo ho a ometimi esiesi ho na enefu anan na echi no enya ade abetimi aye nsiesi bia wo ho biem eno ho nkomo na nwure ibedi